Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. DC TechNet is your own channel, so do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much. Let's see what we have today. Today again we'll be continuing our group policy mechanism and it will be part 9. And in our part 8 we have understood the lock screen timeout policy and we have configured the same. Today in our part 9 we'll be again continuing with our common policies implemented in most of the organizations, and today we are going to look at will deny all the removable storage access, so the users won't be able to access the USB drives. And we will also disable command prompt. So these are the two policies that we are going to deploy today. So before going ahead, let us understand the end result that we are expecting. So in our labs, what we are going to do is we are going to disable USB storage for all the users in our accounts department in our Sydney office. So we will be creating a policy and linking it to the accounts OU under the Sydney office, and all the accounts users won't be able to access the USB storage. This is policy number 1. And another policy would be disable command prompt for all the vendors in our London office. So no one from the vendors in our London office will be able to open up the command prompt. So these are the two policies that we are going to configure today, and these are very common policies used in any organization. So let us log on to London DC and configure these policies. Welcome to the labs, and today we are going to configure two policies. One would be disable the storage USB storage, and second would be disabling the command prompt. Now disabling the USB storage, we are going to perform this policy on the computer named W11 Pro 1. This is the computer, and the username which we will be using is Mason, and this user Mason is under the accounts OU under the Sydney OU. So it's somewhat over here. Under Sydney we have Mason over here. So before going ahead, we'll just check if Mason is able to open up the USB drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to this machine over here. So we have logged on using the username Mason, and I'm going to connect the USB stick. So I've connected the USB drive over here, and I'm connecting it to machine number 1. So let's see how it goes. So we are just checking if Mason has the access to the USB disk or not. Now we have not yet implemented the policy. So this is the E drive, and we are able to open up the drive. This is my data. Let's see what we have. Invoice. So we have 3 folders. So we are successfully able to open up the drive now. Invoices. So we have 3 to 4 folders. Let me just create a file over here just to check if we have write access as well. So just let me name it as invoices 5. Invoice 5. Let me open up the file. And let me just put in some random text in the file, and okay, just close it out. I'm just putting some random text over here. Perfect. So let me save this file So we are able to save the data on the USB drive now. So I'm just opening the file again to verify it. Perfect. Now what I'll do is I'll just eject the drive. So let me right click and let me eject the drive. Okay, it's currently used. Let me continue and let me eject the drive. And now let us implement the policy and let us link the policy to this accounts OU under Sydney. So here we have our group policy management console. Let me right click on group policy objects, new policy. Let us name it as, let's say, disable USB. Let's give a simple name. I'm clicking on OK. So let us edit the policy as per the end result. Right click, edit the policy. Under policies we have admin templates, and under system we have removable storage access, and under this removable storage access we have a setting named all removable storage classes deny all access. So I'll simply right click and edit this particular setting and set it to enabled, and click on apply, click on OK, and we can close the group policy management editor. So we have created a policy, we have configured the policy as per the end result. Last step is to link the policy to the appropriate container. So here the container that we are looking is, we were very clear that we need to block USB access to the accounts OU under the Sydney office. So let me expand APAC, Australia, Sydney, users, business users, and we have the accounts users over here. So what I'll do is I'll simply right click, link existing GPO, and this would be disable USB. So we have successfully created the policy, edited the policy as per the end result, and we have also linked the policy to the appropriate container. Now we'll go ahead and update the policy. So let's run GP update, force it, and while the policies are getting updated, let me just log off from here, or best way is to simply restart the computer so that the policies will be refreshed again. So the policies are refreshed now, they are updated. So just wait for the computer to come up, and then we'll log on using Mason account again with the username Mason, and we will go ahead and connect the USB drive, and we'll test if it is working or not. So the ideal condition should be there should be access denied for the USB drive for Mason, or let's say any user logging on to any computer from this accounts OU, because we have linked the policy to this accounts OU. So let me log on. Now after this I'll be connecting the USB drive to this computer, and let's see what happens. So I hope you are enjoying the group policy sessions, and if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, request you to just drop a comment, and I'll be very happy to work upon. So we have successfully logged on using Mason's credentials. So let me connect the USB drive now. So I've connected the USB drive, connect to this computer 1, Click OK. It's still coming up. So let us open up File Explorer. Go to this computer and we have the E drive over here. That's the USB drive. Let us go ahead and try to open it up. And here we go. Access denied. So the policy worked absolutely fine. So this is the way, say, USB drives are blocked in, say, every organization. Even in my organization where I work, USB drives are, say, blocked or disabled. So the second policy would be to disable command prompt for all the vendors in our London office. So we don't want our vendors to open up command prompt in our London office, and we will be testing this policy on the second computer, and the username would be Lucas. So let's go to the London container and let's see. So we have APAC users and we have vendors over here. So we'll block all these users from accessing command prompt. So let us create a policy again. So the concept remains the same. We'll create a policy, say CMD disabled. So I created the policy. We'll edit the policy as per the end result. So under policies, we have admin templates, and under system we have a setting called as prevent access to the command prompt. So we'll simply enable this particular setting, and it also gives us a lot of one more option, disable the command prompt scripting process also. Absolutely, we don't want any script to be executed through command prompt as well. All the scripts would be, say, PowerShell scripts. We don't want any VB script to be executed. So I'll simply apply and OK. So we have created the policy, we have configured the policy as per the end result. Now last step is to link the policy to the appropriate container. So this time our container is EMEA, UK, London, users, vendors. This is the end result, what we were expecting. So let me right click on vendors, link existing GPO, and we'll link disable or command prompt disable. So we have disabled the command prompt. Let me update the policy, GP update, space / force, and in the meantime let us try to run the command prompt and run GP update force from here. It may ask us to log off. Let's see how the things work, because it will pull the policy now. It didn't ask us to log off. So what I'll do is I'll just try to run the command prompt again. Okay, so the policy worked perfectly fine. See over here, the command prompt has been disabled by your administrator. So we were successfully able to disable the command prompt. So these are the two common policies, say, used in most of the organizations. Hope you have enjoyed today's session. Let's summarize what we have seen today. So we have disabled the command prompt, and we have also blocked all the removable storage access. In our next session, we'll be looking at software installation policy, and we will be deploying Google Chrome via group policy. So we'll be installing Google Chrome on our client computers via group policy. So thank you for joining today, and enjoy your day.